Hi guys, so let's get started with the Bake-ulator. So the first thing that you're going to want to do is you are going to want to go to settings and complete your profile. This includes your business name and address, and all of this will be printed on the quotes that you create. Then you're on back to settings and go to your costs. These are your global costs. These are things like your rent, utilities, and the Bake-ulator also provides a box where you can add any other overheads. You can add at the cost of your broadband, accounts, software, and anything else. You can pop that in there. You can also set your preferred currency, your hourly rate, working hours, and your default profit margin. So now going back to your ingredients. Now, whilst the Bake-ulator comes with 6 preloaded ingredient recipes and costs out of the box, these may not be right for everyone because obviously we all shop at different places and we all pay different amounts for different things. So you need to go to the ingredient setup screen where you can configure the measurements that you buy your ingredients in and what it costs you. Now, because you may buy an ingredient by weight but measure it by volume on a recipe, the Bake-ulator needs to know the weight of a tablespoon of each ingredient, and that will help it to convert the price appropriately. Now, the Bake-ulator already has this set up, but you can override it or add it for a brand new ingredient that you might use. For example, you might buy vanilla essence in a 100ml bottle, but it uses teaspoons in a recipe. Now, next thing you need to work out is your quote. So we're going to move to my quotes and start a new quote. If we start with a simple birthday cake and we call it something that is going to be memorable for us in the diary, the customer is Tom, so we just add the name of the quote and the customer. You can add a description because that's what's going to go on your invoice, and also remember that it's important to record the due date. The reason why that's important is because that's what's going to be able to be added to your calendar at a later point. So now you want to add your product. So you click add product and you can choose any of these cakes. Now in the Bake-ulator, a quote is made up of products, and a product represents a cake or a tier of cake and is made up of a cake recipe, which is here, 1 or 2 fillings, which is here, and then a covering. So what we are doing here is we're choosing these, and then we're going to choose the size and the shape of our cake. Okay, now once we've done that, we can then save the product, and we can then override, once we've called it something, chocolate cake, and it's going to take us 90 minutes. So we can now override any of these ingredients if we wanted to. We can just type in and override any of them, because I maybe use 300 in dark chocolate. So then I can save that and I can go back to my quotes. Now, once I've saved my quote and I'm happy with it, birthday quote, birthday cake for Tom, I'm just going to find that. I can now actually then send that quote over to my client. Now, if I have WhatsApp or whatever, email or text, I can share that in whatever format I like. Now, that was super easy, right? But we can now also add it to our calendar. So I'm just going to add it to the calendar by one simple click, and I can also mark it as accepted, and then it will be ticked there so I can see. Now, if a customer wants a 3-tier wedding cake, for example, let me go in and do a wedding cake. This time, wedding cake Tom. So same customer. I'm not going to do description, change the date. I'm going to add the products by tier. So this is going to be the top tier, and that's going to be a carrot cake. I'm going to do cream cheese frosting and no second filling, and I'm going to do ganache and buttercream. It's a round and it's a 4-inch because it's a top tier. Save that. I'm going to add the second tier. So this is the middle tier, and I'm going to do that as lemon cake. I'm going to say that's taken me 90 minutes to do. Don't know if I did that last time. Buttercream, no filling, and then ganache and fondant. This one is round. This is 6-inch. Press next. And then I'm going to add in my bottom tier, and that's red velvet, and that's a bottom tier. And I'm going to say that took me 120 hours to count for the one that I didn't do. And then I'm going to add that. That's a 10-inch. There we go. Press next and save. And that is now all of the products on my my invoice. I'm going to add the delivery in the box, and now I can see that I've got a lovely healthy 325.86 for my 3-tier cake, and that was super easy. Now it's almost time to eat the cake, but before you go, I want to tell you the features for the subscribers. Now, subscribers get their own opportunity to create their own recipes and add ingredients into the Bake-ulator. So if you bake a chocolate orange cake, for example, you can add your own cake, your own filling, and your own covering in recipes as you need them. You can also amend the built-in recipes to make them your own. Now, it's a really cool feature and you are absolutely going to love it. The annual plan for that is $14.99 per year or £1.99 per month. But whichever way you look at it, it's a bargain. Now it's really time for cake. See you later.